Good morning, folks. Happy Friday. Welcome to another episode of Riding to Work with Coach Rob. It is a gray, rainy day here. Still loving it. Great day. It's Friday. Excited for the weekend. Got some big plans. Hope you guys do as well. I want to talk a little bit about training methodologies and approaches to working out. I've had to recently rework my outlook on my own personal approach to training. Prioritizing family and success in the business side of my life right now, my training has definitely taken a hit. I was doing well for a little bit. I had a weird injury, actually doing double unders a little over a month ago, and it's kind of derailed me, and I allowed other things to take over the time I had normally allotted for my training, which is okay because that's where my priorities are. So after actually 2 weeks of not working out, which matches the longest time away from the gym since I've been 16, I changed my approach. So I now allow myself 30 minutes. That's it. From the time I get changed and start to the time I finish is 30 minutes. No warming up, there's no stretching, there's no cool down, there's no whatever, primer, any of that stuff. It's I start, I set a 30-minute clock, I work out, I put myself away and move on with my day. So, made me think about an approach to training and some misconceptions a lot of the inexperienced or undereducated individuals out there have. I've seen a couple posts recently from people in the fitness industry and people that I know that coach, and be intense, do something intense today. Intensity. Intensity is important when that is the goal of the workout. Intent, not intensity. Intent is what we are looking for when we train. I've said this before. It's part of the word GRIT, our acronym we use. The I stands for intentional. So intent has a big place in my approach to fitness and methodologies within my training and my coaching of the athletes that I have. Because out of 40 individual athletes I work with, the intent of each training program is different based on the athlete's goals and needs. So intent will always trump intensity. So if I had 30 minutes and I'm going to go out and try to kill myself for 30 minutes every time, guess what's not going to work? It'll last a week, maybe two. It is also why the CrossFit approach to fitness has failed a lot of people. It's worked for a lot of people, so I don't want to hear the haters. Actually, go ahead, you can bring on the haters because I'll happily have a conversation with you separately. But after a while, the over and over use of intensity within training leads to adrenal fatigue. You burn out. Your body you break down. You have your energy, instead of boosting your energy, now these workouts drain your energy. And the approach to your day is harder. Your body starts breaking down. Your emotional stability and mental stability takes a hit, all because of continued intensity within working out. And that's why people within the CrossFit landscape that take class all the time and go in and lay on the ground after every workout, their life cycles 1, 2, maybe 3 years, and then they fall off. Well, there's an injury in there and they go away and come back, go away and come back, and it's inconsistent. And it really does fail a lot of people. Now that's usually due because coaching is a big part of that, and not understanding the intent within workout, when coaching a workout. And that's another deep dive that we can go down a rabbit hole at some different point. But the intent of what you're doing is what matters. Some days you go for intensity. Nothing wrong with that. But if you're constantly chasing that, you will, I promise you, you will 100% hit a wall and burn out. And or get hurt. Usually both. So when focusing on training and what your goals are and what you want to do and why you're training, focus on the intent of the workout. So for me, my 30 minutes of movement every day is 30 minutes of continuous movement with an erg or some cardio aspect, and then resistance training aspect. Some static, some dynamic. Some heavy, some light, some high rep, some low rep, doesn't matter. But the intent of the workout each day is different. Alright? I'm not trying to sprint for 30 minutes every time I work out, or sprint, repeat, sprint, repeat, sprint, repeat. If I do that every day, I'm not going to make it, and I probably won't show up the next day. If I know I'm going for this killer workout today, and I had one that put me on my ass yesterday, I'm usually going to be a little more hesitant on the next day. Alright? So I'm still recovering from the day before. So if you're constantly pushing yourself through that intensity, sooner or later you're going to break down. So when you're going to class, or when you're training on your own, or following your online program, try to understand, look at, and decipher the intent of the workout, the intent of the programming and movements, and approach the workout that way. Alright? Any good program has short and long-term intentional plans behind it. If you don't understand what they are, ask the coach. And that coach can't give you the answer. Leave and find a new coach. That's how simple that is. Because you're doing yourself a disservice by going to someone that fully doesn't understand what they're doing. Alright? The way I look at it this way, it's very simple. Next time your car breaks down, are you going to take it to someone that knows how to change a tire? Or are you going to take it to a professional mechanic that understands the inner workings of your vehicle, from start to finish? You don't go to the guy that just knows how to change a tire for car advice. So you don't go to the coach that just worked out for him by himself for the last 10 years for workout advice. You don't go to the part-time weekend coach or the one class a week coach. You go to a professional coach for professional coaching. Alright? They can explain the intent of a workout and intent of a program, short-term and long-term. Alright, folks, don't do yourself a disservice by just focusing on intensity. You're working too hard to keep yourself healthy and get better to just go through the movements blindly. Understand what you're doing, ask questions, and find a professional. Alright, guys, hope you have a great Friday. This was 50, I think. We have 2 more to do, 52, and we're done. And we're going to do podcasts, and I have a nice lineup of guests ready to go. Order my gear. I'm actually going to a convention/weekend retreat next weekend to learn more about podcasting and mindset coaching, goal setting, and a whole bunch of other really cool things in Richmond, Virginia with the Enlifted crew. It's actually an event I'm running. It's a 3-day event in Richmond, Virginia. Super, super excited about it. Really big names. Some phenomenal professionals with decades more experience than I have, which isn't saying a lot because I've been doing this for almost 30 years. All right, guys, have a great one. We will talk soon. My next one, we will be recording on a drive down to Richmond, Virginia. A nice little 5-hour drive, so it might drag on a little longer than normal. Have a great day, guys. Talk to you soon.